Hello everyone, this is Ange. Welcome to another episode of the Visual Novel Monthly Recap. This is a video series where I highlight news related to major visual novel releases in the community for each month. In this video, I'll highlight anything that happened in March of 2021. Let's get started. Taisho X Alice Episode 3 was released on Steam and JAST. It contains Japanese, English, and Chinese text, and is the third episode of an ongoing release of the Taisho X Alice Otomege. If anyone was interested in reading the original Fata Morgana in 4K on PC, there is an English fan patch made for it. What they did was take Manga Gamer's official translation, make it into a patch that only works for the Japanese version of the 4K PC Fata Morgana. So make sure to buy the Japanese version of 4K Fata Morgana, as this won't work on the official English Steam version or any other official English version. A lot of updates have come out related to the King Koi Golden Loveracious Kickstarter by Nekonyan. A demo for the visual novel was released on Steam and Denpasoft and contains the whole common route. Even though the Kickstarter is done now, you can still play it to get an idea if you want to support the full release later this year. The fully released version will be 1440p, up from the original 1080p version in Japan. Finally, there were stretch goals for a Switch version of the original King Koi, as well as an English translation of the PC fan disc Golden Time. Both stretch goals were reached, so if you are or end up becoming a fan of King Koi, you'll have more content to consume. Evan, who was working on the Kimi Nozo official translation, recently left the localization project after failing to agree with terms with Anchor. For those who aren't aware, Evan was working on a fan translation of Kimi Nozo back in 2015, way before his work on the official Muv-Luv translation project. It seems like Evan left due to multiple disagreements. It does seem like the Kimi Nozo project may continue for now, but anyone who was hoping for Evan's translation for the project, and any of his projects in particular, may be disappointed. DDS Translation has started work on an English fan translation of the Super Nintendo version of Tokimeki Memorial. Manga Gamer has released How to Live a Healthy Hentai Lifestyle. The original visual novel was made by Clockup, who has made visual novels like Eroge, Sex and Games Make Sexy Games, Euphoria, and Maggot Baits. That said, I expect it to be more similar to Eroge, a more non-dark nukie with some fetishes. Manga Gamer announced that they are translating Christmas Tina Ephemeral Views of Winter. One notable thing about this visual novel is that it seems to have both Chinese and Japanese characters in it. Sekai Project released an English translation of Love Sweet Garnish 2 on Steam and Denpasoft. It originally released with just a Chinese translation. For any fans of the Otomege Hakuoki, a fan translation was completed for Hakuoki SSL. They took the Hakuoki characters and put them in a typical modern high school setting instead of the medieval one they were in. For those who are interested in a physical Switch release of Fata Morgana series, pre-orders for them have started on limited run games. This includes the original Fata Morgana, the epilogue side story, Requiem of Innocence, the soundtrack, and various other physical goods. If anyone on Twitter wants another outlet for visual novel news, Coolvario has created an account called Visual Novel News with the @Eroge are alive. News related to both English and Japanese releases are posted on there. Sekai Project has released 9-9 Episode 4 on Steam and Denpasoft. This episode completes the main story of the 9-9 series, so if you're waiting to binge the visual novel, it could be good to start now, especially since many people say the series gets better as it goes on. The writer of Laplacian, Ono Wasabi, has confirmed in Japanese on Twitter that Hakuchumu no Aojashin is going to get a Steam release with English and Chinese text. It'd be safe to assume Nekonyan are the ones who are going to translate it based on later news in this video. For anyone who was hoping for an 18+ version of Nor Neko 1 or The Princess, Stray Cat, and Manners of the Heart in English, one was released for the Vita version. It looks like non-18+ content is taken straight from the Steam version, and then the 18+ content was added in with a new fan translation. Nekonyan ended the month with a bunch of big announcements. Firstly, they announced 3 new English translation projects by companies they've worked with before. Cafe Stella and the Reaper's Butterflies by Ubisoft, Sugar Style by Smee, and Koi Kari Love for Hire by Asa Project. They also have 2 new projects from companies they haven't worked with before. Future Radio and the Artificial Pigeons by Laplacian and Aoi Tori by Purplesoft. They also have important updates to previously announced projects. The Draku Riot project is getting a full HD remaster. For those who have been waiting for the translation of the fan disc of Making Lovers, they confirmed that since the fan disc is quite short, it'll be coming to us sooner than later, under the name of Making Lovers Flirty Dirty After Story. And that is it for March of 2021. As always, If you have any feedback, positive or negative, feel free to leave a comment below in this video or one of my social medias. See you all next month.